Do you like my news desk, John? Is this good?
It, honest to God, looks like the Eye of Sauron. Guys. Dang.
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard. We're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Ow, fuck.
You could have been on here. You chose not to be.
I didn't say anything.
All right, then Craig, shut up.
He gets tested.
Hey, Craig is there?
Yeah, from Alabama.
Hi, Craig.
Nice.
I have headphones in.
Oh.
And we are live, just so you know.
Here,
You
say it
gotta
again.
yell it.
Whoop, whoop.
Ryan, say it again.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Ryan.
Oh,
God.
Anything on the farm.
Ashley exists too, you know.
Oh, I gotta pay that. I forgot.
John, shut up.
You shut up.
Okay. Are we ready to start now that we're actually live? We're good? Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Probably
I'm
not. Well, it's whatever.
Fine.
Yeah.
Mouth station.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome everyone to the 3-episode podcast. Tonight we are doing our interlude episode. We just wrapped up our spooky interlude where we talked about some paranormal activity, some cryptids, ghost sightings, that kind of stuff. Before we get into it, as usual, I am your host, Justin. My brother Ryan is also here as usual.
Hello.
We've got John in Boston.
Hola, and I'm going to give you a no-holds-barred review of Down East Cider Donut.
Nice. We have Steve, who's hiding in back of his.
Hello.
Nice. Just the stupid llama with hats thing. And we have Val, who has a very angry ex-president behind her right now.
Just let him be. He'll calm down eventually.
Eventually. Okay, so tonight is our spooky interlude. We just wrapped up the ghosts and ghouls and whatever else we want to talk about with that. We had an episode on cryptids, which was really fun. We had an episode on hauntings, which was nice. Yeah, I really like that trio. I think we got into some really cool stuff. As usual, how we start these interludes, does anybody have anything else, any other stories, anecdotes, anything else that they want to add to our previous trio that we can discuss?
So I have actually a question for this.
Nice.
I know, shocker, right? So who had nightmares? Yeah. So who had nightmares that night?
Was it ghost night?
Yeah,
the
the
night-
last one.
Yeah, the night that you told all those stories, I actually want to hear whatever story you didn't get to tell. But like the night that you had told those creepy stories, and that I forget whose aunt it was, but somebody's aunt put the photos up there. What?
It was mine.
Mary Jane.
Mine and Ryan's aunt.
Yeah, I didn't have scary dreams. I had like weird dreams. It was like the whole thing felt ominous, and I woke up like 3 times. It was weird. My brain definitely was processing shit.
So if I can confess something to you guys, I only wake up and remember my dreams probably about 2 to 3 times a month, maybe. Most of the time when I wake up, I don't remember what I was dreaming at all. So as far as having like nightmares, I have not had a dream that I really remember at all in a while. So no, I did not have nightmares, Steve.
Maybe
Why, did you have nightmares? Is that why you're asking the question?
Oh no, I was just wondering because Val was scared. I think we scared John a couple times.
Well, John's easy to scare.
See, I can do cryptids. I can't do like paranormal. Here's why though, because I live alone, and when I record, I have my lights in front of me that I use to record, but I shut all the lights off otherwise. And so I was just like listening to these terrifying things and looking at these pictures in a dark room. And I live in a garden level, so I'm in the fucking basement by myself with all the lights off. So my brain was already kind of primed for that shit. But
okay.
Yeah, the only nightmares I've had this week was because I've had to go into work earlier, so I've been having to dose myself with melatonin to fall asleep. My body.
Does melatonin give you? I've heard that a lot.
fucks me up. So the other night I had melatonin and I fell asleep, and halfway through the night I woke up like feeling like I was high as shit. And I woke up, instead of being this way in bed, I was this way in bed completely. And then I had to get up, and I was like not dizzy, but I couldn't find my center of balance as I walked to the bathroom to use the bathroom and walked back. And then I fell back asleep, and I just like I had like I don't remember what it was, but it was not good to sleep. Actually, no, I think that was the night that once I fell asleep there, I woke up again, like no time had passed, and it was like 5 hours later.
Weird.
At points, melatonin likes to fuck with my brain. I don't know.
If
Heard that.
if you want to time travel, have a baby, because you'll be at night and you'll turn around and say it's 11 o'clock, and then all of a sudden you'll close your eyes and you open it, and it's an hour and a half later, and there's a screaming child, and you're like, what the fuck just happened to that 90 minutes? So
Is there a
'cause
way-
it literally feels like you just closed your eyes. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's a cute baby though. It's worth.
Yes, yeah. There's much more upsides to having a child than there are downsides, no matter what anybody will tell you. But
You know what I was
Yeah.
thinking in the realm of melatonin, which is completely off topic. Someone
No,
was
it's
telling.
still on topic.
So I like if I have to sleep, I can't take melatonin because it gives me weird dreams. I get like nightmares. But I will take like half a Benadryl. Because someone was like, "Oh, just take like a Benadryl if you need to sleep, if you can't sleep." But I did that, and every time I do it, it like, makes me like wired. Like I don't sleep, I just sit in bed. But what they didn't tell me is that like people with ADHD, it like has the opposite effect. So like Benadryl will knock people out, but it'll give people with ADHD like to get super wired. And so I've done that exactly once, and I did not sleep that night. So there's a little tidbit of don't take Benadryl if you have ADD if you want to sleep, because you'll probably just end up painting at 3 a.m. like I did.
I move a fuck ton in my sleep, and every once in a while I also talk in my sleep, I've been told. But I mean, I thrash in my sleep sometimes. If I'm having really bad sleep, I'll thrash to the point where I would be worried about like smacking the person next to me kind of sleep.
Dude, can I tell you guys a story? And I think my parents are watching, so my dad's probably gonna yell at me. My dad is the most ridiculously thrashy, talky sleeper. Like he snores. He has a CPAP now, so it's not as bad. But I remember growing up and hearing him like not just snoring on like opposite sides of the house, but like violently swearing in his sleep. And he does this thing when he's lying down that he'll be lying down on the couch and just start like kicking his leg up and down and just doing one leg kick over and over, or he'll like take his toes and his big toes will start doing this, and he just yells the most profane shit I've ever heard. Like that was a normal occurrence in my house. He doesn't do it so much anymore, but it's just like my poor mother. My mother is like she's like a teeny tiny woman sleeping in bed next to like, a loud Italian man who's just swearing and kicking, and she's a saint.
This is why I own a king size bed, and also we've learned,
Ryan, we don't need to hear about what's under the bed.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Is it another?
Wait, Val.
We've
Val,
learned to have like a separation pillow in between us, so I don't like accidentally kick.
It's the Maginot line of beds.
That's
so
smart.
your dad is kind of like,
Fuck you. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, picture someone that looks like me, bald with a goatee, saying that and like 11,000 other swear word combinations while kicking their leg and like randomly whacking my mom at the other side of the bed. Yeah.
that's terrifying.
They've been married since they were 20. So clearly she doesn't mind.
He's a sleep fighter. That's all.
It's just, I guess the sleep apnea just gives people fucked up dreams.
Oh damn! Maybe I should go do a sleep study and find out if I have
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Amber and I for the longest time had a queen bed, and that would be perfectly fine for two adults, kind of like, except for we also have three cats that love to take over the bed, and Amber loves to give all of the space to the cats. So in the queen bed, I was ending up on like the very edge because she would be in the middle because all three cats would have their own like section of
Hey,
the bed.
what does any of this have to do
So-
with the trio we just finished?
It's the
Well,
interlude,
it doesn't.
John.
It's seriously it's the
Interlude,
interlude.
John.
John, Steve got us on dreaming, so that got us on sleep. So yes, we took a little bit of a
Detour.
We're gonna
but
we'll get
we're getting back to it, John. I thought you knew how this worked.
How are you sleeping, John?
yeah, John, how are you doing?
I sleep just fine because I
Okay.
get drunk before I go to bed, and then I don't remember anything that happened the night before. It's wonderful.
So you get drunk
By
every
By the
night.
way,
Wait. We need to cover this. You get drunk every night.
I mean, I have a beer or three every night. It's wonderful. I'm gonna just go out and say it. This is not worth the hype, by the way.
Oh yeah, you were gonna give us your
Hey everybody, don't go crazy looking for this bullshit down east cider donut cider. It's just the winter. It's not that great.
what is
if
the
you-
flavor?
It's cinnamon cider.
Oh well, can
But
I
like it's
May I-
the same as the winter.
its place?
Huh?
May I suggest another cider in its place?
Absolutely. Is it your brother's cidery? Because I would love to drink that one instead.
If you found that you hate whatever cider that John drank, try drinking High Limb hard cider. They have many flavors, and
Hi
none
Lim,
of them,
sponsor us.
yes, well,
Send me 3 cases of cider. I will drink one every episode. Or
Yeah,
3
same.
every episode.
Same. If he sends me cider, I will drink it every episode. I will literally crack one open and drink it every episode.
well, if he won't send it to you, I'll just go buy it, and then I'll somehow get them to you.
Okay, that works.
And here, even easier, Val, I'll come to you and then I'll drive to Connecticut to piss off Justin, tell him his baby's not cute, and then give him cider.
All right, I won't stand for that because that baby is real fucking cute.
I disagree.
Thank
That's
you.
a good.
Fuck you,
That's a
John.
good. Wait. So what was the cryptid you were saying that you didn't get to talk about, John? That you. Oh wait, John, tell.
Oh,
Tell the
yes.
fans.
So and Justin, you have the picture. You can feel free to put it up in the background for the people at home. I went to the same cryptozoology museum that Val went to, but I went yesterday.
Gang.
It was a lot of fun. There was a few that I forgot about, and I was happy that they had some references to the Flatwoods monster up on the second floor there.
Yep.
I totally forgot about Indrid Cold, which plot twist is the name of the Mothman character from the Adventure Zone Amnesty for the McAvoy fans out there. And they also had the Men in Black, which I didn't know was a real thing until
Who
I
said-
went there.
Yo, who sent the video of the actual of like the
I did.
purported
Justin did.
background of that? Because that was really weird.
Yes. So the Men in Black are basically there's a couple videos I think on the internet. Well, let me share John's picture first. Because John did that's
Got the mask on and everything. It's even
Yeah,
it's on my person right now.
Attaboy.
yes.
Dude, how
so
That point.
John went to the museum. So why don't you start by telling people your experience at the museum? Because now 2 of our members have gone to this museum. So I think we should plug this museum a little bit and just tell people about the museum if you guys can, just so people can, know what we're talking about, especially people that are listening and they don't see the picture. Just where'd you guys go? And just, Val talked about it a little bit in our cryptid episode, but if you guys want to just recover that again.
Yeah,
ahead.
so it's up in Portland, Maine. It's actually in between like a distillery and a brewery, which is pretty fucking sweet. So the entire place smells like banana bread the entire time, right, Craig?
Yeah.
Bissell Brothers is so fucking good.
I read the sign and I just kept thinking there was like a vacuum company.
That's
But I mean, it's really small. I don't remember how much it was because I didn't pay because my good friend Ashley paid for me. Thanks, Ashley.
It's $10.
I just heard that from Valerie. Thank you. I have my whole apartment in the room as I'm podcasting right now, so this is kind of fun. And they're just like, wow, there's a minute delay on the YouTube channel. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's only two things in the actual museum that you can take a picture of. One is what's on the screen right now, and folks at home listening on Spotify later on, it's me giving the peace sign, wearing a mask and a black and white hat, because the trucker hat stays on at all times,
Why aren't you giving the free symbol?
in front of a like a Sasquatch type thing. I don't remember the whole details. It was kind of a hazy day, and I didn't take any actual photos. And you can take pictures with the monster that inspired the creature of the Black Lagoon. That's it. Everything else, because of copyright reasons, you can't take photos of, which is really disappointing and sad, because like I just want to take so many photos.
I know that was the hardest part, was that I kept like, not even like to show people. There were some information that like I've never seen anywhere else, or that connected me to like a certain place that I used to live, and it was really like I just wish that I could have like taken. I mean, I don't think there was cameras everywhere, like literally watching.
There really were, yeah.
Yeah, which is weird, but yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, once you go upstairs, Val, I don't know how long you spent there, but I watched the full video that's in, like, you go up the stairs and then right behind you, there's where I saw like the Mothman exhibit, and I use exhibit loosely. There was like a placard that said like, "Oh, the Mothman is in West Virginia." Herder.
Did you see the poop cabinet?
I did.
What?
I hated
what?
it wholeheartedly.
There's this. So up in the second floor, there's 2 floors. You go up to the second floor in the back. There's this big exhibit about that guy who wrote the book about cryptids that I suggested. I forget his name, but Coleman. I don't know, whatever. But it's a big exhibit about him because he's like the leader. He's like the leading cryptozoologist in America, and he lives in Portland, which is why the museum is in Portland. But there's like this glass. Have you ever been to like a pawn shop where they have those glass like 3-sided cases that have like jewelry or whatever, and there's like clear shelving and it has all the jewelry on different. So it was one of those, but instead of jewelry, it was like castings of different like animal poop, and like some of it was like just animals that we already knew about, and then like some was like mystery poops, but it wasn't like actual, it was just like plaster molds of poop.
Just so you know, Val, just so you know, Val, wait, just so you know, mystery poop is definitely going to be a ringtone. So
just mystery poop, you know, when you're walking down the street in New York and you just see a mystery poop just sitting there.
Just picture that YouTube video of like the pastor in Africa who's just making fun of African like gays. Like, it's a mystery poo poo.
Well, it was the weirdest, like the weirdest part of a cryptozoology museum was like the display case of fake poop. It was very strange, and I don't really know why it was there, but that was like the only part that I haven't talked about.
Can I tell you my second favorite part?
Yeah.
Was the I mean, we talk shit about it so badly because it probably didn't exist, but the Macaulay Mabimbam, or whatever the fuck it's pronounced.
The Brontosaurus.
The Brontosaurus. They literally just have like a fucking plastic dinosaur in the case. Like, yeah, that's a cryptid.
Yes. Some of the things were like, it was kind of like a museum with like evidence of cryptids, but it also was like kind of like a souvenir museum, in that like the parts of the museum that had aliens, there would also be like little alien dolls on the shelves, and like hot sauce that had an alien on it. And it was almost like they would collect anything, any type of like cultural like thing that had anything to do with it. And so I part of me liked that, and part of me was like, man. But
I had a chuckle, and I'm absolutely blanking on the name right now, but there's a cryptid that apparently looks like Patrick Stewart.
What?
It was right at the top of the stairs.
Googling that.
Googling. Stairs?
Right at the top of
Oh,
stairs. Yeah.
Oh, it was a skull. Okay, so it was
Yeah.
so the second floor had a bunch of like hominid skulls and like skulls that they like didn't know they found, but like didn't know what species it came from. But one of them was a skull that looked very much like Patrick Stewart's head.
It's great because they had like a picture of the hominid and then a picture of Patrick Stewart from Star Trek and then another picture of the hominid and then like a second picture of Patrick Stewart right below it. And I was like, yeah, that checks. It looks like him, I guess.
It was literally it was a very strange comparison. That was I was really interested in all of the footprint cast that they had, because they had quite a bit of them. For there to be that many of them from that, there was cabinets and cabinets of different like Bigfoot or like mystery.
10 inches long, 8 inches wide. I'll tell you, that is always, it doesn't matter what the museum is. That's my least favorite part.
The Bigfoot castings?
Just castings in general.
Here's the thing. It's evidence, but it's also like I could make that. Like, it's not
the easiest fake thing in the world. I could make one right now. Like, I could just
the craziest. So what I thought was really really cool was that giant snake skin that they had running across.
Absolutely. Fuck that.
What was that? What was that to be again?
All right. So the short answer that I am willing to accept is that somebody got themselves a pet snake. The pet snake got super duper big.
Right.
They released pet snake into the wild, and that was the shed from it.
It was fucking huge. It was like how many feet long?
I think it was like 12.
Oh, I think it was longer than that. It was
it was like 8 to 12 though. But
it was,
Ryan, what you're forgetting is that Maine is not a snake-rich environment.
No.
Especially like African boa constrictor type shit.
Okay, so this was a skin that was found in Maine. Okay.
In the part of the museum that talked a lot about like Maine. So there's this map of Maine, and it had pins of different colors, and it was color coded to the different sightings.
Thank God the area that my family has property only sees large cat.
Well, the thing is that from large cats to Bigfoots to aliens to
plausible Black Panther was my personal favorite.
Plausible Black Panther. Yeah, it was really, that was the thing that I wish that I could have like taken a picture of, because it's a really neat way of like, when you see it all together, it's kind of striking, because there's been so many sightings in a place that's like, not the most inhabited. Maine's kind of like, there's in between the little cities, it's sparse.
Justin, I fucking hate you.
Why are the children holding it?
Can you please take it off the screen? I have exactly 3 phobias. Snakes are my number 1.
Oh my God, my dad hates snakes. So
the worst part is I've got YouTube up right over there. And it's 3, 2, 1, boom. It's right there. Everybody scream. Thank you.
Nice.
Exciting. So yeah, that was a really, I'm glad that
wait, come on. The best part is in like 10 seconds, I'm gonna watch myself do the 3, 2, 1 again. Right about now.
It's so meta. Well, okay, so I'm glad that you enjoyed that. I'm glad that you enjoyed that museum, because it was bigger than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be that big. I thought it would be like one room.
Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, jeez.
I'm willing to say it was still smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it was pleasantly surprising. Again, Ryan, that's what she said.
Yeah. I know, right? This is all going to become sound bites. So yeah, definitely check out the Cryptozoology Museum in Portland. Although I don't know. Yeah, make sure it's open, because I don't know what different states are doing for whether things are open. But
Well, if you're from Connecticut, get fucked. You can't leave Connecticut anymore.
Well, if I end up going up to Maine at some point, maybe I'll stop by there.
so it's definitely worth it, especially because it's between a distillery and a brewery. And Bissell Brothers has really great like cold brew and coffee, and Portland has amazing. I don't know if you drink, but it has amazing breweries everywhere, wineries everywhere. I went to the Blue Lobster Winery.
As you guys know, I'm a big slut for trains. There's an Amtrak station right there that you can kind of watch trains come in and out of.
You're a slut for
Justin,
trains.
I swear to God, this better. Fucking hate you.
It looks like a turd. It looks
That's a
like
big old note for me, dog.
That's a Titan boa.
I don't want to see it anymore.
That's
it
well,
looks
those are
like a
extinct.
poop. Or
Those don't
are
exist
they?
anymore.
Those are
Again, the
actual
worst is
fossil
that
evidence that they
Oh, that-
existed, though.
Huh?
Those are actual fossil evidence that they existed.
Oh yeah,
Makes
no,
that
the
size.
Titan
Yeah.
boas actually existed. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
actually a thing.
Yep. Well, I mean, so were Titan, like gigantic bugs, like bugs the size of like dragonflies the size of bald eagles and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
you mean
because
Thunderbirds.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
because there was more oxygen back then? Our environment was
Yeah,
more
yeah,
oxygen
there was,
rich, which allowed larger creatures because they needed more oxygen per a certain area in order to survive that large.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly.
So John, just be
All right.
glad that we have as little oxygen as we have now. There you go.
That's true. Wait, what did we do? We did cryptids, and then wait, Steve, didn't you have a ghost story that you didn't tell that you wanted to tell? As much as I don't want to hear it, I also want to hear it.
Yeah, Steve, tell us your ghost story.
I'm trying to think. Which ones
Well-
can I tell?
I don't know. I forget which ones you told, but I remember we didn't have time for one last time. Well, if you think of it.
The 3 episodes that we did was the cryptid episode, the media, so TV shows and movies, and then we did the actual haunting. So talking about like haunted places, which I put up that discussion question asking for the most haunted places people have been in. I haven't gotten too many responses in some of those, but I still try and put them up.
I know what we never answered the question, what is everybody's favorite ghost in media? I think I said it last time that we just like never got around to saying it.
So favorite ghosts in a TV show, or I don't usually watch a lot of TV shows and stuff with that. But I have to say, as far as like maybe video games, I don't remember what her name is, but my favorite ghost in video games is the little girl from Fear, because I'm pretty sure she's technically a ghost. She's a poltergeist, I think.
Alma.
Yeah.
She's
ALMA. Alma.
ALM. Okay,
Yeah.
Alma.
She's
yeah.
absolutely fucking terrible. And
So
terrifying.
tell me about that, because I know nothing about it. What makes her so
Well,
scary?
it's a video game. She had psychic or telepathic powers, and they like experimented on her. And the whole point of the game
It's not good.
yeah, you're supposed to go into like this facility and figure out what happened, and she like fucks with you the entire time.
Yep.
So is
And
this
she
the
just appears?
game-
She just fucking appears and rips something apart and then fucking
yeah.
disappears again. And
No,
you're like,
she's scary
what
as
the
fuck.
fuck just happened?
is this the video game where the whole point is to just get scared?
No.
No.
Isn't that all scary video games?
I don't know.
Um,
I don't play video games.
Fear is Call of Duty, but you can't kill what's really going after you because she basically makes your guns worthless. Most of the
Yeah.
game.
Beat it.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a whole storyline. It's really good. I'm pretty sure there's a sequel to it too.
There
It's a
is.
good
I
game.
think there's
It's a
3.
I
very
believe
good
there's
series.
3 games in the series right now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think Fear 2 is Alma's Revenge, which is just no thank you.
Yeah.
So wait, John, do you have a favorite ghost in media?
In media, I mean, I think we can all agree that Casper the Friendly Ghost is pretty great because he doesn't want to kill me. His uncles are dicks, but
Oh, his uncles were Were there 2 or 3 of them? 2?
There's 3 of them, and then that crazy chick in the film becomes a ghost, but then but not for very long because they trick her into having everything, so she has no unfinished business and therefore does not need to be a ghost. So there's that.
Talking about Koichi?
Yeah, no, that's how they defeated her.
She didn't have any unfinished business. Oh,
no,
I don't know.
Because I have everything, and then she gets pulled into whatever fucking vortex of hell that she deserved to be in.
That movie was kind of my sexual awakening for a lot of reasons. Because I remember
Val, I swear to God, I don't want to hear about another ghost that tried to have sex with you.
No, because Christina, I always thought Christina Ricci was so beautiful.
Go watch That Darn Cat then.
But then Devon Sawa was, so when Casper turns into a human at the very end, played by Devon Sawa, and he was like a super duper like teen heartthrob. And I remember just looking at that, I was like, this movie gives me a lot of feelings in a lot of different ways.
I mean, the other
it makes my jingle tingle.
The other really good one though that were, you know, the other low hanging fruit for me, there's the little bitch when it comes to scary things is Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Everybody literally right over there just went.
Slimer's
Don't include me in this.
I don't think Slimer was technically a ghost.
Hey,
is
he in a movie called Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
He's a ghost. I don't give a shit.
Wait, okay, so have any of you guys, and this is a unnecessary jump scare, and I think it technically counts because I think they're being controlled. They're like ghosts possessed or something like that. But Five Nights at Freddy's, have you guys ever watched someone play that or play
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
There's a reason I don't play that game.
That game is
what
scary
is it?
Fuck. Okay.
Val,
So
let me put it to you like this. Here's the best way I can think of it. Picture yourself getting an overnight job at, I don't know,
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese's. Now all the animatronics at night come alive at night, and they want to eat your soul.
Okay.
No.
This is Val. This is the game. So you get an overnight security job at this basically Chuck E. Cheese, and it has like this band of animatronics. And as you're being trained, the guy turns around and tells you that at night the animatronics come alive and they want to kill you because they think you're supposed to be an animatronic, so they want to like take you apart and stuff you into an animatronic like a suit or whatever. And your job is to sit in a security booth. Literally the entire game takes place in a security booth. And the whole thing is that you have cameras on and you have a certain amount of power that you can use to shut the doors. And you're supposed to keep track of where they are and shut the doors at the appropriate time so they don't kill you. And you have this gauge that shows how much power you have left to open and close the doors.
See, I just keep the door closed the entire time.
Why would you play this game for fun?
Val, because you hate yourself.
No, were you not hugged enough as a child that you need to do
Oh no, I played the first 2 nights of it and I just went, fuck this shit. I can't do this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm telling you, this is because we don't get, our brains need stimulation because we don't get chased around by saber-toothed tigers anymore. So we make these dumb games about fucking the Rockafire Explosion Band. Do you remember that? That was what the band's name was before it was Chuck E. Cheese. It's called the Rockafire.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that's what all I can think of is the Rockafire Explosion Band fucking coming to life and eating me.
Hey, quick aside, because it's a very fun piece of pop trivia. Do you know who invented Chuck E. Cheese's?
Charles Evangelical Cheese. Is that for evangelical? Right?
You're almost there, but no. I'll make it easier. Do you know what other notable thing that the inventor of Chuck E. Cheese's also invented?
Mac and cheese.
No.
Pizza.
No.
Mac and cheese? Really, Steve?
I had to.
Disney World?
Yeah, nope. I wish it was Disney World, but it's not.
I don't remember. And I don't want to know. Is it gross?
Atari 2600.
What?
The Atari 2600. The very first video game console.
I thought you were going to say something way grosser. I'm glad it's not.
So
I still like mine the best.
This is one of the animatronics from the game.
Nope. God, I hate it.
Hey, absolutely not.
I like the fact that
It's
there's
the chicken.
another GIF over there that says sex water aquasexual.
Yeah, hold on, wait.
You'll see it. Just you wait. 30 seconds. That's all you need. He literally put it up.
Agua sexual. Oh, I like trashy. Ken Trashy.
I
See,
don't like Foxy one bit.
I don't
Yeah,
like
so
any of it.
That game is creepy. It's very creepy. And the funniest thing is it was a phenomenon when it came out amongst like little kids. Like there was like 10-year-olds that running around with like Five Nights at Freddy backpacks and shit. And it was the funniest thing. You would see it and you would be like, oh, that's kind of creepy and weird. And then you would actually watch videos of people playing this game and you're like, what fucking parent is letting their 10-year-old play this shit? Like, really?
Parents who are not paying attention.
I'd allow my 10-year-old to play GTA before I allow them to play fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm telling you.
Why? Because GTA is not a scary fucking mind fuck of a game. It's just like, oh, you just murdered a hooker. No.
Okay. Oh,
She had priors.
Oh no, you murdered a hooker.
You know, as 10-year-olds do.
Yeah. No, it's to get your money back. That was the GTA. You had to get your money
you
back.
just get your money back.
Yeah.
Well, that's just smart.
It's fucked up, but it's true.
No,
you
the
you get the extra 125 health, and then you get your money back afterwards.
no, I used to love the GTA Vice City noises, the squeaking of the fucking car. Oh baby, that's so good. That's so good, baby.
They do car sex?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
do
in
car-
GTA Vice City, you would pick up a hooker. You would go somewhere where you had to find a place where nobody was. You would go to where nobody was, and you would wait about like 5 seconds, and then the car would start moving back and forth. You heard, no matter what car it was literally any car you pick up, like a brand new car, would still do that fucking squeak noise.
Or like a supercar. And Justin,
So you gotta do it in a bus.
I gotta jump in. You didn't have to be anywhere hidden. You could literally be on the beach in Vice City, and it would happen.
It had to be a certain. It had to be away from the AIs a certain amount. Like there was some
just
kind
away
of
from
thing.
traffic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had to be away from something.
What if the hooker had like a hip replacement and that's what was making the squeaking?
Well, it
Every
was any
single one of
hooker.
them has a hip replacement, Val.
I mean, I don't know what their life is.
You would do that. You would
Or it's
wait
the
for them
same
to
one.
finish. The hooker would get out. You would run around to the other side of the car and then hit them in the head with a golf club.
Oh no, I just ran them over.
I've been hitting
Yeah.
head. I've literally been hitting head with a golf club.
That sounds
My-
painful.
In 4th grade, I had just gotten braces. I was at my grandma's house, and my brother was playing around with a driver or something. And I was fucking around trying to bother him. And then he was just like, "I'm gonna hit you. You gotta move." And I didn't move because I'm an asshole. And he swung and knocked me in the side of the face with the golf club. And I heard my blood shoot out. I heard my blood, and then I passed out, and my grandma carried me inside.
Shit.
So yeah, I wasn't a hooker at the time. I just happened to.
Well, it's a good thing you
Well,
weren't
this
a
is an
hooker,
episode
you
to go
would've
back
died,
and
all your
listen to
money
to figure
would've
out
gone
what's going on.
Oh.
See, you also have to realize in the fictional realm of GTA, there's a basically psycho killer going around killing prostitutes, and the prostitutes still just get in your car and then get out in the dark alley that they just had sex in, and then you're like, "Oh hi, I was that murderer. Goodbye." And
Take that money,
you get your
baby.
back.
You gotta take that money. You gotta make the pimp happy. Gotta pay pimp daddy.
Criminals are viewers too.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Thank you, past self.
Yes. That's the whole purpose of this soundboard, is that everyone could be haunted by their past selves, right, John?
Mostly me.
Ooh, here I go stalking again.
God, I hate you.
I like that a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah, so we had a nice past trio. And I had a lot of fun with it, and we were getting more into the guest thing. John, do you want to tell our viewers what our next trio is going to be?
We are going to be speaking on the Bethesda
Borderlands
games.
3.
I love that he timed that exactly as.
Steve, I'm gonna kick you in the dick next time I see you.
Rochambeau, I get you next.
Nope.
Oh God.
You better
Okay.
hope I go down.
Yeah, so
You
we're
will.
going to be covering Bethesda and all of the more popular Bethesda games. I'm not sure we're going to cover all of the Bethesda games.
There's
they
no
do
way
have a
we can
pretty
get to all of
extensive.
them, but
Yeah, they
I
have a
mean-
pretty extensive catalog. Like I was discussing earlier, I've never been a huge. I mean, I am a Bethesda fan as far as the games I've played from Bethesda, which include Doom and Dishonored. Which Dishonored, that's the background that I have up right now. Yeah, so I love Dishonored. That's my favorite of the two. I know Ryan's gonna get angry at that because he thinks Doom is superior to everything, but
It's a fucking awesome game.
I mean, not for nothing, it did lose to Animal Crossing New whatever the fuck it's called.
Is Doom the game like the movie?
Yes, actually, the movie is based off the video
No,
game.
Val. Bad Val. No,
Yeah,
don't
bad
even
Val.
talk about the goddamn movie.
Very
It
bad
has
Val.
nothing to do with Doom.
it's
I
a
don't-
What are you
horrible-
talking about? The BFG is a great Bioforce gun.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you something about the next 3 episodes. I'm going to be sitting here with my thumb firmly planted inside my ass because I know nothing about video at all. I don't play
Well,
them.
that's fine.
Well,
We're gonna
welcome
do
to my life.
No, here.
Fuck
I
you,
have a
Steve.
sub I have a sub thing for this podcast, for this trio. We're each going to try to convince Val which is the best of these 3 pieces. And
Borderlands
convince her
3.
which is the best game.
You know what? I'm on board for that because
Yeah,
I can
good.
absolutely win with Fallout.
Well, that's
gonna be
the
like
thing.
Dark-
So my idea for this is that instead of having one person host all 3, we're gonna take turns hosting. John's gonna host the Fallout. Ryan's gonna host the Doom episode, and I will host the Dishonored episode. I guess we'll do it that way. And
Gosh,
we'll
okay,
tell-
wait.
Val, I need to ask your question. What is your opinion of Brian David Gilbert from Polygon?
I don't know who that is.
Think discount Griffin McElroy.
Well, I think Griffin McElroy he's one of the great loves of my life. So if he's anything like that, then I probably like him.
That's good because you know who loves Doom? Griffin fucking McElroy.
You know who else loves Brian David Gilbert? And Brian David Gilbert made a video about Fallout. Griffin McElroy.
You guys are gonna have to. I come from almost zero knowledge of video games, and I don't.
Okay,
If you guys convince me to play a video game, it will be a cold day in hell. So this should be
Okay,
funny.
Val.
so this
So,
is
so
this
there's
next
this game
trio-
called Among Us.
No, so this next trio, I just had an idea. This next trio is going to be called Bethesda v Val. Like we're fighting a court case.
I feel
like-
as though it should be reversed. It should be Valve versus Bethesda, but hey, what do I
Okay,
know?
whichever way you want to do it, but you understood where I was going with that. It was
Absolutely.
just something that came off the top of my head. So
And we're
just
allowed
gonna
to
be
bring
fighting
in special guest stars, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna.
See, that's not fair
gonna-
because
does
the
this
guest
mean
star I have wants to talk about Fallout. So that's not fucking fair.
I mean, I'll. Who's your guest star? I'll accept the assistance.
Yeah, but you
our-
guys don't know what I'm gonna be.
Bill Borowski.
I'm gonna come up with a
is-
criteria.
Dude, trust me. I've got a couple of people that I think Bill Borowski would very much fit in with.
Okay.
For this. So
Well, we're gonna
we'll
have
bring
Bill
him on.
Borowski on. He's gonna he's also gonna be we're gonna be helping him plug his because he's been doing some game streaming. So we're gonna
Hey.
help him do some plugging for the game streaming. And we've been wanting to have him on for a long time, so we have something to talk to him about. So that will be fun.
Val. Okay.
Yes.
Do you like metal music? Do you like
Not off to a great
thought-
start there, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. Do you like the thought of destroying demons? Like, is that kind of cool to you?
Val has a lot of her own demons to worry about.
So here's the thing. I don't like any type of game where there's like something that's chasing me or beating me up or that I have to defeat.
Oh no. Okay. So Doom is
Is
all those
literally that,
things
Ryan.
are fucking afraid of you.
Okay.
That's not
They
true.
hate you.
No, they're
They-
not at
they're
They
all.
hate
so
you,
afraid
but they're
of
not
you.
afraid of you.
Oh, they're especially in Eternal, they're afraid of you.
No, they're not.
Ryan,
That's
I
why
like
they
the,
shoot at you.
already trying to get your. I like
Yeah.
the way they're playing this game. You're already trying to.
I have the most time to build my case because we're gonna do Fallout first. So I have the most time. To build my
Bullshit, we
case.
are. We're doing Doom first. Ryan's the perfect expert here. There's only like 5 Doom games. There's like 15 Fallout games I have to go through.
Can I tell you guys something that I think that I might have teleported myself into the future for when I was at Savers last week. When I was at Savers, there was a huge gavel, like a wooden gavel, and it was $3.
Oh, you bought it?
Bought it, and I was like, I don't need this, but I'm going to buy it. It was
Oh,
$3.
this is
It's like a
perfect.
huge- and that was
Okay.
my brain was like, I'm been clairvoyant because this is how this is going to go.
Okay, this is
Steve, while
perfect.
we're
I
at
love
it, I feel as though you should probably be converted at some point too, because the only game I ever hear you talk about is fucking Borderlands.
That's not true.
And do you know what they describe Borderlands as?
Oh, bullshit! Don't even.
Skyrim
even.
with guns,
No.
or as I like to call it,
Wait,
Fallout.
Is no one talking about Skyrim? Because I'll take Skyrim.
No, I already claimed dibs. I'm taking that and Fallout because I think those two are.
No,
can't
you got to take
both.
one.
Why not? They're literally the same
Hey,
timeline.
why don't we draw names from a hat?
You have to take one because now that we've set this premise up that we're trying to get Val to pick one of our games to play, you have to pick one.
All right.
We can
Well,
cover
which game are you
Skyrim a
taking?
little bit, but I figured you would want to take Fallout.
I absolutely think Fallout, but Fallout and the Elder Scrolls are the same timeline.
I mean, I still need one
Yeah,
to
but
talk
they're not
about.
the same game.
No, but
It's
they're
not-
the same timeline.
Doesn't matter.
No.
I
By
will
that
take Elder
logic,
Scrolls
I can
above.
only
It's
talk about
easier.
one Fallout game, and I have to choose which one is the best. And of course, I have to say the
Okay,
one
so-
that's not
No,
technically
no.
made by Bethesda.
You're
I
trying
would-
to convince her a game as a whole, like to play
Yeah.
Fallout. No matter which
Well,
Fallout, you can choose
Yeah.
different elements of each Fallout that you think she would like.
Yeah,
But
I
it's the
would
same
say
game.
that
One's just futuristic and one's just medieval.
Oh my god.
if you were going
I could
to
make.
all of the Fallout game, like I know nothing, so you could convince me to play any of the Fallout games by convincing me to play, any one of them. I think that seems
That's fair. All right.
that seems fair.
So, J-Man, which series are you taking?
Dishonored.
Okay, that's gonna be an easy win for me. Ryan, you're taking Doom.
I don't like that you cannot pull up Elder Scrolls. It's not the same timeline.
It's the
Because
same
gods
game.
the gods would be involved if it was the same timeline
this is so
in Elder Scrolls.
So wait, Skyrim is a different game, isn't it?
Technically,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Yes.
John,
Yes.
it
John,
is.
I'm taking
you now
Skyrim.
get to pick.
I think
Okay.
Skyrim.
Steve's-
I've always wanted to know about it.
Okay. Well, I don't know how that's
Skyrim
gonna
takes
work, 'cause-
place far in the future after the Fallout timeline.
But are they different franchises? Is Fallout a different
Yes.
franchise?
Yes. It is
Yes.
a completely different franchise.
All right. Well,
I mean,
God
we've
is
released it
trying to
on like
wheedle his
17 different
way.
platforms at this point.
I'm gonna Google it. Is
John's
Skyrim?
trying to wheedle his way into having an advantage. That's what he's
I'm
doing
not
right
trying to wheedle my way into having an advantage. I'm just trying to wheedle my way into not letting you guys take the same game but medieval.
Wait, hold on.
That's why I should take it.
What was
Medieval.
the first other one? Skyrim, or what was the one you wanted to do, John?
Fallout.
Fallout.
No, it's
Is it-
Elder Scrolls. It's not Skyrim. It's Elder Scrolls.
Oh, they're not the same game.
No,
No,
they're
they're
not.
not.
They're set to the same timeline, not the same game.
Oh my god.
Oh, all the fucking Avengers movies are set in the same timeline. They're not the same movie.
That doesn't have anything to do with what I just said.
It's the same concept.
Now, you are the judge in this case.
I'm gonna
So
get
you
Devil.
you must make the decision.
Yeah, I
Is
see.
John allowed to use a franchise that he is only saying in his own without really putting out true evidence of that it's in the same timeline.
Alrighty, let me
Completely
actually pull up a
different
primary
franchise.
source for y'all then. Fallout 4 and Skyrim might be in the same universe. There's a pretty great Easter egg hidden in Fallout 4 that has some juicy implication about two of Bethesda's
Hold
biggest
on.
series.
All right.
Doom
Fall-
is in the same thing because there's Skyrim references in Doom.
Okay, hold on.
There also is a Fallout reference in Doom. Just for
All
the
right,
record.
Exactly.
Hold
So
on.
I also get Doom now. Fuck you, Ryan.
No.
Everybody shut up.
No.
Okay.
The Wikipedia article about the main series, the release timelines include Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel, Fallout
Brotherhood of Steel though.
Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout Shelter, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. That's on the timeline.
Yes.
But there's no, that's the series. That's what that series is. And I would posit that because it doesn't. Yeah.
Google it! Google it! Google it!
Okay, we gotta hear Val.
Things. And then when I go to the Skyrim wiki.
Well, you're gotta go to Elder Scrolls, not
Elder
Skyrim.
Scrolls is the franchise.
Okay, so I guess the I know nothing. So the Elder Scrolls is part of Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls is its own franchise.
Yeah, so it's the Elder Scrolls, and then the Elder Scrolls 4 is Oblivion. I'm skipping Morrowind because as good as it was, it needs a remaster. 5 was Skyrim. And then there's the Elder Scrolls Online, which is the MMO.
Okay, well, I would say that if for the sake of having cohesive arguments, that Fallout is one thing and the Elder Scrolls is another thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Val.
Right. And I will accept that judgment with also a solid objection, which is if you're going to hear my argument for Fallout, the same basic argument can be made for the Elder Scrolls, except that it's a medieval game.
Okay, well, how do you know
Okay,
I
so
don't?
nobody could take
Wait.
Skyrim.
That's
Okay.
fine with that. That's
Wait,
perfect. That's
no,
where I'm
I
getting at.
Wait. Let me have my argument right here, right now.
No!
Val,
Yeah.
you can overrule him.
She
Okay.
can. I'm not saying she can't.
I want to hear about Skyrim.
So, Val, do you like dragons?
Yeah.
Man, have I got
Then
a
you
game
should
for
play
you.
Skyrim.
Wait, Val, you
That was
you
it.
like dragons? Man, let me tell you about this MMO called Fallout 76.
But I also like the idea of like dystopian stuff, and I also
Ooh-wee.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Val? Oh wait.
Please, I don't want to see your porn look
Fallout?
searches.
Fallout. See?
Yeah,
It's Fallout.
I like doggies.
I do.
And
You do get a
Skyrim.
dog.
Look nothing alike.
I didn't say they look alike. I said that they're a similar timeline.
No, I think we should no. I think Elder Scrolls should be allowed because it's completely different. That's my vote.
Kill thing, finish quest, get experience, level up. Which one am I talking about?
You could. That's not.
all games.
I was gonna say that's every.
WoW.
video-
You're talking about WoW.
Yeah.
Which
Can I
is
argue
basically
WoW?
Skyrim if you think about it.
Can I argue? Wow.
All right, hold on. So Ryan is gonna do the Elder Scrolls. You're gonna do.
Ryan's
Fallout.
gonna do Doom.
I mean,
Wait.
I'll accept that. I'll do the Elder Scrolls pretty easy. I could completely do the Elder Scrolls.
No, right. You have to let John go first and then just turn around and take every single point he makes and just say, but medieval.
Uh-huh.
No, I have better arguments for Elder Scroll. Why Elder Scroll is better than Fallout? Even.
Okay.
And it's not, but I don't respect your opinion, so there's that.
This reason why we should debate this is because it's going to be so hotly debated and it's going to be hilarious.
Man,
Yes.
it's almost like a presidential debate that we didn't watch.
I am going to show up on my turn, and I will show up in a full suit.
Well, you're first, homie.
Find a briefcase. I'll slam it down, and I'll make a good argument.
Oh yeah.
I challenge my
All right,
opponent.
fuck you then. I'm gonna do that, but better, and I'm gonna do it Fallout themed.
Okay.
Oh my, can you guys have like PowerPoint presentations? This is so great. I got to find a judge's outfit. I got to find one of those.
I will do. I'll put that work in if I get extra points for putting the work in.
I love
Do
this.
I get extra points for cosplay?
This means I need to do zero research for the next 3 weeks, which is absolutely incredible.
Val, you are correct with one exception until the interlude, when you actually have to do your own research and decide how much we're bullshitting you to make our game series sound the best.
I'm gonna go like do peyote on a mountain and like kill my own ego.
Have I got another video game for you?
What were you
like GTA San Andreas? That happens in a mission.
Peyote?
And then wait, no, and during the interlude, Val's going to tell us which of our games that she wants to play, and then we need to do a 15-minute thing of Steve convincing her to play Borderlands.
I could do that. I could do that.
Okay. Do mods count?
No. Well,
No.
we
main game only.
Main game only, but the mod all of the mods can be talked about afterwards.
What does mods mean?
Modification of the game, basically. For example, I received this map, and then I downloaded another part of the map later on that somebody else created. And
so
I added it to my
DLC
game.
is not mods. So
I
DLC
think no
is
mods.
okay.
I would say
don't think DLC is. DLC
Is that
isn't
what
mod.
the Mac
DLC
boys-
counts.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but sure. Is that like when the
Wait,
Mac
that means I win.
through like a translator
don't.
entire things came
Yes,
out?
I do.
Okay,
What's the question, Val?
let me translate it for you.
Thomas the
Basically,
Tank Engine.
a mod is think like we're asking if we could argue a car, but can we also argue, hey, you could buy all these cool parts and put on the car and make it different and better.
No, I just give me the stock model.
Okay. And DLC would be, can you argue that there is, if you pay a little bit more, there's like the super sport version of that car.
Here's what I have to say. I think it would be cool for you to talk about mods, but I don't think that will. I want to learn about the mods of games, but I also would like. I don't think it's gonna sway me one way or the other. So
you could have a dragon, or you could have Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, I like
Macho
that.
Man Randy Savage as your main
win.
bad guy.
Hold on. I want you to, let's talk about, just for the sake of me being like a chaos Muppet and enjoying how everybody's
Wait, Val, ready? Dragon in Skyrim, right?
Uh-huh.
Thomas the Tank Engine in Skyrim.
As the same dragon. Justin, can you also find the Macho Man Randy Savage dragon? Because that's the other one that I really enjoy.
Are you
so
saying that Skyrim has better mods than Fallout?
I'm not at all. I'm just saying that this is an option that people have when you mod games.
Okay, so I want to hear about mods, and I posit that each of you should maybe come up with like your 3 to 5 favorite mods for each game, and that way I can kind of get an idea of what the possibilities are for mods, but I don't think that will sway me one way or the other. It'll just help me understand.
Can I just talk about Borderlands then? Because I know more about Borderlands than I do about Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls.
No, Steve. That's not what the trio's about.
So there's also a section of mods called there's like a whole weird section of mods. You have to realize these Skyrim came out I think like 8 years ago now, maybe
2011.
Yeah,
2011.
9.
So 9 years ago, and people have been still modding the same game for 9 years.
Is he wearing a sombrero?
He's wearing a Macho Man Randy Savage outfit.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Maybe mods will sway me one way or the other.
That means I win.
But also, I don't know. I can't say. I need to be presented with all the evidence.
Do you like cat girls?
Cat girls?
Not my thing. Not my kink.
I don't know. What do you mean? Do you mean like a half girl, half cat, like a mermaid? Or do you mean like a girl?
No, like from Treasure Planet.
Like a Neko.
Justin, can you please stop sharing your screen? You're literally giving me a headache.
Sorry.
All right, so I would say bring me your best mods. Let's get weird with it because I want to see.
Yeah.
Wait, hang
Nothing
on.
from Lover's
Let's
Lab.
let's
John.
limit this
Nothing
though.
from Lover's Lab.
No, fuck
Let's
it.
say
I'll
top 3 mods.
bring me your 3. Yeah, bring me your 3 best mods.
Because
This is
if
where
the
I'm gonna
game
meet you,
itself
John.
doesn't entice you, the fact that you have to mod the shit out of it means it's a shitty game.
Here's the thing, though. You guys know my brain by now, and you know, like, the wacky, ridiculous shit that I...
Sure do. I'm gonna put the Kill Kids mod on top of the list.
No, see, that's not my shit.
If
I don't
we're
want...
allowing mods, I really wish that I could change over to Gary's mod.
What about a mod that fully adds a weed subplot to the whole game that like adds to your power? How about a mod that what's another good one? There's so many good ones though.
Well, you got...
lightsabers. Medieval lightsabers is pretty fun.
Can we say 5? I don't want... 3 doesn't sound like enough. Can we say 5?
No.
What?
Because if you need...
We've got a long time to talk about it.
We do, but not every game is going to have 5 good mods. And I don't think that... I think if you have a top 3... 3 is the literal perfect number because it gives you some sort of gameplay change, some fun aesthetic changing thing.
How do you know
like
that? Maybe I just want all weird, the silliest stuff.
I will once again say if the base game doesn't do it for you, no amount of modding will do it for you.
I don't know about that.
You've obviously never played any of these games on PC then, John.
I have played all of these games on PC. That's how I know this.
Okay, so wait a minute. How are we going to...
time out. Val, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Ryan, do you not remember the very first thing I did when we brought my tower home from building it at Justin's house?
Yeah, you installed Fallout, didn't you?
I installed Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas 1 and 2.
Yep.
And do you not remember the greatest feeling of joy that I had when I first turned on Fallout 4?
And it was actually decent.
Ultra high settings.
Yep. I remember.
Do you remember what happened when I did the same for Skyrim?
No.
Creamed your pants?
What was that one?
You creamed your pants?
Well, yes, because ultra high settings again. And then I started modding the shit out of it. Yeah. And I've been having the most amount of fun playing the game vanilla now because you hit a point with certain games where you add so many dumbass mods that it's no longer the game. It's just what you've made the game become. That's why I'm limiting this to 3.
Yeah.
For example, not related at all, I have a game that I genuinely love called Transport Fever. And Transport Fever, I've talked about it before. It's been a recommendation numerous times where I've downloaded about 4,000 mods for this game. You almost don't even know what the base game looks like anymore now that I've added so many to it.
I don't know most of the words you just said. So
that's fine. I downloaded a fuck ton of trains and choo-choos for my model railroad video game that doesn't make money. So all of which make me happy.
I'm excited. So wait, how are we going to do? Are we going to do somebody? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure this out later. I'm excited. I'm going to
night, we're all going to talk about one game. Nobody's going to fuck over the other person at all.
That sounds like lies.
That
sounds like lies.
No, because I have a lot of good things to say about Dishonored.
Okay.
I have a lot of great things to say about Doom.
Yep.
I like that when this turned into a competition, it got cold real fast, and it's making me happy.
Okay, so the rule is that we have to stay positive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
No,
I'm fine with that because I have nothing bad to say about either of those games.
Right.
Mostly because I haven't played that much of Fallout. I've played a little bit of New Vegas. Like I've never gotten really deep into Fallout, and I love Doom. It's one of my favorite video games.
Oh, I thought I was doing Skyrim now. I'm doing Skyrim.
No, you're doing Doom because Skyrim is just medieval Fallout. We've got to agree on that.
I want to hear about all of it.
Val said I should do Skyrim. And
so you would rather do Skyrim than Doom, right?
You know more about Doom.
I think it's an easier argument.
But Brian, you're talking about the series as a whole, not just one game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I think we should stick to 3 different video game types. because that's what Fallout, Dishonored, and Doom represent. 'Cause
Fuck it,
I-
I'll talk
he has
about
the
Brink for
advantage from
45
mods.
minutes.
What?
I said, fuck it, I'll talk about Brink for 45 minutes, the dumbest of all the Bethesda games ever.
Is it about skating? It sounds like it's
No, no, it's not at all like the Disney film of the same name.
No.
Brink is about buying a game for $60 and then realizing 2 days later that you might as well spend that $60 on like a brick that you threw across the room because it's about
Absolutely.
as like entertaining as it actually is. So
I
yeah.
have never traded in a game so quickly as I did Brink. Here's Brink. It's Team Fortress 2, add in free running. That's it.
All right, so hold on. Let's figure this out. Here's the thing. I feel like just from what I know about these games, I would be more inclined to play Skyrim because it has dragons, it has witchy stuff. You get to make things, you get to do side quests, you get to do all this stuff.
I mean, I haven't. You don't know anything about Dishonored. I haven't given any kind of argument about.
Nothing about this, but I'm saying like Skyrim. I feel like I've had people tell me that I would like Skyrim, and so maybe I should like go like have you guys talk about 3 games that I know literally nothing about and that I know that I probably wouldn't be looking towards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So
that way-
I'm still sticking with Fallout, Doom, and Dishonored. I think we should stick with that.
Okay, I would be
3
cool.
different game types.
Cool.
Because Fallout is the RPG, Doom is the FPS, and Dishonored is stealth. So
All right.
And John, you don't get to use any Elder Scrolls.
That's fine. As long as you don't either, I don't give a shit.
Well, if I'm doing Doom, you don't get to do Elder Scrolls.
I'm not going to do Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
You don't get to talk about the Easter egg of Doom the Easter egg from Fallout in your Doom review.
You know the saddest part about this is I'm going into this with one arm tied behind my back already because there's multiple Doom games and there's multiple Fallout games and there's only one Dishonored I've played, even though there is technically 2 games total for Dishonored. But yeah, so
Justin, you
I'm
got
at a
7
slight
days
disadvantage, but
to watch Ryan not defeat you.
yes, well, I'm going to watch a lot on Dishonored too, so I can have a little more content on that. And I'll try and play Dishonored. I really wish that they would bring Dishonored over to the Switch because I think it would do really well on the Switch, but that's besides the point.
And Steve.
Me?
Don't look at the llamas.
You have almost
They did
a
it.
month. You have almost a month to solidify your argument and hear all 3 of our arguments and that's why you're having a smaller time frame, but you have 15 to 20 minutes to convince Val to say fuck you to all 3 of our games and play Borderlands.
Okay. Do I get to pick which Borderlands?
You can have all 3.
Borderlands as a series.
Yeah, Borderlands is a series.
Okay.
Okay?
I could do that.
Yeah. So,
Hey Val, genuine question. How do you feel about city building games?
Like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Or Sim City?
I played them when I was little. I mean, they're okay. That's what I like more along that line because there's no
Objection. What exactly are you
Sustained.
leading the witness to?
I'm not leading the witness to anything.
All right,
I'm just asking her a question.
Are you talking about the shitty city building part of Fallout?
Sure am not.
God.
Sure am not. I'm
Oh, you
talking about one mod that I have at my disposal.
let me say this. I played
The
Zelda
shitty mod.
Ocarina. I
It's
played
not
Ocarina.
motherfucker, go look it up. I guarantee you the new mod is absolutely beautiful
Okay.
and wonderful.
If you played
Easy.
Zelda, Dishonored is more like Zelda than the other 2 are.
No, here's the thing. I played Ocarina of Time, but the only thing that I ever did was go fishing in the pond and try to kill the chickens until they attacked me.
I mean, that's all anybody ever does because we were too young to understand what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you do the same. You just go around with a gun shooting bullymong. It's the same thing.
This is gonna get so spicy, and I'm so happy about it. Justin's shaking his head.
It is. I know it is. That's
We're all
why.
allowed to get our own experts for our own games.
It's
Yeah.
gonna get spicy. Love
That's
it.
Again,
not fair.
my
That's
expert
not
wants
fair,
to.
John.
Why not?
John, that's not fair.
Why?
You get to pull in all these people.
Oh, did someone just get shot? What just happened?
You
That's
already have all
apparently a
these
gavel
people
sound.
prepared.
I do. You are correct. I was going into this not as a competition to get Val's approval, but as a let's talk about this awesome game studio and some series. Will you stop?
Listen,
There's nothing to be objected about.
This is like the best case scenario. Having like 3 to 5 people fighting for my approval is like borderline pornographic for me. So
I understand how you wanted to go into this, John, and I think we could have totally done this, but I think this is going to be more like entertaining and less informative kind of thing. So
totally informative. No, I really think it'll be informative because it will.
well, it'll
like,
be informative, but it'll also be very entertaining to see us try and fight for our games. So
True. Agreed.
John, you know what? I'm gonna allow you all your guests. You know why I'm gonna allow you all your guests? Because
you ain't
it's
got
gonna become
shit?
a shit show, and it's gonna become a cloud fuck of people just yelling at Val about things. And you know what? You're not gonna win because of it. So you know what?
Disney
Bring
episode.
bring your
Disney
guests.
episode.
Not for nothing, y'all wouldn't shut the fuck up during the Disney episode to actually let me run it. So that was your own fault.
But did you guys have a spicy Disney argument?
Oh no! Don't. We're not bringing that up. Disney is off the goddamn table. We're not talking about fucking Disney World again.
I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that.
I mean, you can just accept that Disney World is actually the greatest of all theme parks, and we can move on with our lives. But hey, what do I know?
My family has a saying about it's. We have we look at each other and say, "Oh, they're Disney people." I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense. They're Disney people."
Disney people.
Is that when they're drooling a little bit on the side of their mouth?
I love despite your shortcomings.
Okay, so I think we've covered how we're gonna go. So it is
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is recommendation time.
okay. It's everyone's favorite time of the night. It's recommendation night or recommendation time. Who wants to kick us off? Who has a juicy?
I do.
Wait, Steve wants to go first.
I do.
Go ahead, Steve.
I swear to God, if you say Skyrim, I will piss myself.
So the background that I have is llamas and hats.
And they are not apologizing for art.
Okay, Steve, you have solidified it that you can never, ever, ever give any kind of recommendation that is newer than 2 years old.
Unless it's Borderlands.
And even then, it's not newer than 2 years old at
No.
this point.
No, because I'd rather talk about the older stuff because the newer stuff I haven't dabbled with too much.
are our retro recommender.
Right. So I am going to suggest, not for the faint of heart, llamas and hats. Because the first episode will have you on your ass, laughing. Or you'll be completely disgusted. One of the two, but
there's no in between.
No, there is no in between. And as the series progresses, it gets pretty raunchy and sad and depressing. Kind of like life sometimes. But other than that, it's fucking amazing. How was that?
Okay.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead, Val.
Okay, so mine is actually a person. So I live in Boston, but I go see an amazing hair artist in Rhode Island, and I just got my hair done. If you're not watching this, viewers, watch this episode and check out my fucking awesome hair. I just got my purple re-upped, and I have like a really crazy like lavender icy streaks in it. So my hair artist is Caitlin Doris, and her ad is at CaitlinJDoris, Caitlin J. Doris. And she is an amazing hair artist. She's an amazing person. She's one of the people that like mentored me when I was first getting into makeup, when I was first becoming a makeup artist. And she can do everything. She can do vivid. She can do, all the regular old hair colors. She's just a badass. So yeah, get your hair done by her. She's in Providence. There we go.
Awesome.
Sounds fun.
I'm spiking here. We're gonna spike. What is it? We've been talking about games the whole time, and that's gonna be the little spike about something different. Mr. Fallout.
I'm actually kind of wearing the Doom Guy's colors, which is kind of cool.
Oh my goodness.
I will also say Doom Guy could murder anybody from any of these games. Doom Guy is the biggest badass of all.
Doubt it. Doubt it. I'll give you brick.
Quake guy still
He'll punch
better.
you in the face.
Do you want to go next, Ryan, or John?
Ryan can go.
I can go. So I was going to I kind of forgot what I was going to recommend. But I was distracted by this awesome product that I bought the other day, and I completely forgot about that was in the fridge. And now that I remembered it, I've had it before a couple times. This is the Tree Tap CBD sparkling tree water. I'm drinking the blueberry basil one right now. It's only
Ooh, that
25
sounds good.
milligrams of CBD, but it's extremely delicious. I would drink it even if it wasn't for the CBD content, which is something you can't really say about most CBD stuff. But it's delicious on top of having CBD in it. It's not like a huge amount of CBD. It's like just enough. But it's a very good product. It's always in aluminum cans, never in plastic, which I appreciate a lot for my bottled and stuff drinking privileges. And yeah, I would highly recommend it if anyone's looking for a CBD product that could easily be drank or something. If you don't want to like do the oils or anything like that, it's simple, delicious, and pretty good way of getting that nice CBD into your system.
What's the brand again?
Tree Tap.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Basil.
Why don't you say it out loud, Ryan, for the people at home who aren't watching this?
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
3 months
just
from
did.
now on Spotify.
Tree Tap. It's spelled TRETAP. Tree Tap.
Oh, I like it.
Hey,
Yep.
John.
Fuck you.
What's John, I love you. I love you so much. Past me was being mean to you. I'm sorry.
John, do you want to go next, or do you want me to take it? You can go last.
Go ahead and take it.
Okay. I have 2 recommendations this week. One people probably know pretty well. It's a pretty popular product, but I just got mine because pop sockets, which yeah. So I have our logo on a pop socket right there. There we go. Looks nice. Yeah. So pop sockets. I've always used the magnetic, just like I've always gone back and forth with trying to find something that works on my phone, like a stand on my phone. And now my background's all fucked up, but I've always gone back and forth trying to find a good background, a good stand for my phone. And it's been kind of hard. And ever since I got this, I really enjoy it. And I'm kind of late to the game. I understand that I'm late to the game. But yeah, so pop sockets are really nice, really easy to use. The other thing I have is the other thing that's on the phone right there. It's called a Popple. It's this little sticker that goes on your phone, and it's got an NFS chip on it. Oh, that's right. You were getting one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has this little NFS chip on it. On Androids, you touch it to the middle of someone's phone. On Apple, you touch it to the top of their phones. And what it does is it uses, or not NFS, NFC. It uses the NFC connection between phones to load a web page, and that web page you can customize and throw all your links up there. So this Popple has all of our links, our YouTube, our Facebook, our Instagram, all of that. So I can just go up to someone, especially in this time where you don't want to like be handing people something, just to be able to tap the back of their phone and they get all the information there. They can go to our YouTube, our webpage, all that kind of stuff. So I really enjoy it. I tested it. I actually went into a T-Mobile store. Amber was getting her screens, the glass replaced on the front of her screen, the protector. And I went over to the iPhones and I was tapping the back of the iPhones and making it load on the iPhones that were on display. So I was having some fun with it. But yeah, so Popl, P-O-P-L. I highly recommend it. It's a cool product and I was having a lot of fun with it. So
yeah, they're incredible. You also don't need to have any kind of like the person you're trying to send the information to doesn't need to download anything. They don't need to have it. It's like a pop-up window at the top of their phone when you tap it, and you can actually choose which information you want them to see. So you could have, like, for example, me, if I have go do a makeup gig, I can change it for that gig to say I only give away like my Instagram and my Facebook. And then, I go on the train and I talk to somebody about my podcast and then I change it to be my podcast information. I can give them that stuff. So you can like pick and choose at what time you want to give to people, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. It's a digital business card.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I love it.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And you don't have to try and explain to older, wiser people you don't have to like be like, oh, no, open that app. Okay, no, you go to that window and then you type in this and you just literally give it to them and then it pops up and then it
pops up in a browser and that's it.
Saves you time.
Yep. Easy to use. On to you, John. Bring us home.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just recommend good old Ron Perlman for one. He's pretty great.
Okay.
I can't think of the other guy's name. Newman, the Mr. Las Vegas.
Numa?
No, not that guy. The singer. I can't think of his name right now. He's pretty great.
Numa Yay?
No, not him, Ryan. Shut the fuck up. Another great person is Liam Neeson. That's he's pretty great.
Did you just not have one ready and you're just pulling?
I really did not. No. Hey Val, do these people do anything for you, by the way?
Liam Neeson?
Yeah, Liam Neeson, Ron Perlman.
Perlman, no. I mean, he's
I
the
see
one.
where you're going.
He's trying to stack it. He's trying to stack it.
Oh my God. No. Okay, we're done. No, that's it. We're done.
I'm watching you, Jonathan.
How dare you take advantage of my innocence?
I'm not taking advantage of your innocence. I'm just using my time to recommend great voice actors for the Fallout series.
That's also no. Okay, see, that's also John also has an advantage upon his many guests that can come on and talk. He also has known Val longer than we do, so he can
I've known Val for about 6 months longer than you guys have known Val.
That's still longer.
That's still longer.
And in that time, do you know how many times we've hung out? Once.
More than us.
In that time, do you know how many conversations Val and I have actually had? 3.
Yeah,
3 that went anywhere.
Our relationship is internet based, and while it is a meaningful and delightful relationship that I value very much, it's not so much in the physical realm because we met right before quarantine.
It's true. We did. We literally drank on the point on the water, and we watched my boss possibly almost fall into the ocean.
Yep.
I can't wait till the
drunk
first
and
time
got a
that
pizza.
we actually physically meet Val, because it's going to be so fucking weird.
You're like, I'm short. I'm usually shorter than most people think that I am. Very loud. I'm also very short.
It's gonna be like the scene from the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, where all of us are gonna be around Val, like chatting with her, and you're just gonna see slowly our hands rising up. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. But no, hey, legit thing real quick. So my birthday was last month. One of my coworkers took some of our products that we make, not make, but sell, and he made me a blend. So he took Polish spiritus and American whiskey, and he barrel aged them for like 6 months, I think it was. Ooh. And this is the result. So the Polish spiritus is like 96% alcohol. It's grain alcohol. You know, most people, they used it for like medical stuff, and I got the thing way in there.
Except for the Polish. They drink that shit.
The Polish do drink it. I also drink it, but I like to make bad decisions. Val, you and I tried this at Steve's house the very first night we met.
Okay, I believe you.
It was before we got the pizza and after we got back to his house from the point.
I
So
believe.
I'm going to do a shot on camera here, and this is not going to end well for me.
Oh, I do remember that. I had a very visceral reaction to that.
Yeah, so this is that mixed with whiskey and barrel aged for a few months, and it's delicious. It's like 70% alcohol, I think he told me.
That sounds delicious,
So,
though.
It's real good. It's real strong. I'll be probably finishing that bottle because, hey, folks at home, it's election night, and I gotta tell you, this is a scary one for me.
That's okay. Well, we don't have. I mean, we can just enjoy our own company, and you're all have won the election of affection in my heart. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah. So there's that. The two products themselves are delicious. The two products combined and barrel aged are amazing.
That sounds.
Quick shout out to my buddy John down on the Cape. I thank you so much for this. I've been enjoying it a lot, and as you can see, I've already put a dent in this bottle very nicely. So,
Nice.
anti-recommendation. This fucking cider.
All
The
right.
hype around this bullshit in Boston, where it's fucking brewed and you cannot find it anywhere, is extraordinary.
Can I tell you that's how I feel about Lord Hobo's boom sauce?
Boom sauce is everywhere, though, and I agree with you. I would actually say, and Justin, please don't be mad at me, I actually feel the same way about Heady Topper.
Yeah, me too.
I begged Justin and his wife to bring me back a 4-pack of Heady Topper, and it's not that great. It's a standard IPA.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Well,
so folks at home, if you're trying to find the cider donut bullshit, don't feel bad. It honest to God tastes no different than the cinnamon winter version that they release for that seasonal. It's just in a different can,
which you can find other places,
which you can find everywhere. It's probably out now at this point because Halloween is over.
Drink high lim hard cider instead.
Yeah, drink high lim in general because high lim is awesome. I drank one of theirs the very first night that I introduced these guys to Val, and I think that if you're in Massachusetts area, I think you're gonna enjoy it. And if you're not Massachusetts area but you want to take a trip up, as long as you're not from New Jersey or Connecticut.
I'll have more information about this in the coming weeks, but my brother's company will be opening a really amazing tap room. It'll be a restaurant. There's a restaurant attached to it. There's a cigar and whiskey room. There's
I gotta work at his place.
Yeah, so it's in Plymouth. It'll be in Plymouth, Massachusetts. So I'll have more information as they get closer to the opening, probably next week. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. Sooner or later, you'll be able to actually go visit the tap room. And
Val, I genuinely think that you and I would be hilarious fun if we were to do a live stream from a brewery one of these days.
Oh, well, we can do that.
We could do that. It'd be a lot of fun.
That would be very.
Okay. On that note, we're going to close out.
Please do.
Thank you for listening or watching us. If you want to listen to us again or catch up on any other episodes, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube, and a handful of other podcast platforms. If you can't find us on your favorite podcast platform, please let us know so I can work on getting us there. Our tag you can use to find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and more is 3EP Podcast. That's 3EP Podcast. Our website is 3eppodcast.com. Please come check it out. Visit a couple of our pages. Been doing a little bit of work on it. I think it looks pretty good in my opinion, but I guess I'm biased. We live stream our episodes almost every Tuesday around 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. So follow us here, there, whatever. Please give us a like and most definitely comment so we know what you think about what we were doing, or let us know if you have any other questions for us. If they are listening to us on SoundCloud or any of our other platforms that they are allowed to do this on, what do they do, Steve?
Like, follow, and obey. be good little puppets and play some Borderlands.
Just because it's election night doesn't mean you have to change the thing. It's like, comment, and subscribe, dick. Also,
please
way
you
to
have a
not
Lost Doom
follow the
guy.
pattern.
Oh
Steve.
wait, I don't even know if I can do that. Can I
You're
do
doing
that?
it just fine, Val.
It's slightly painful, but some things are, and that's fine.
Like it?
I like this. This is our symbol.
I feel like I'm in Mockingjay right now, except not.
No,
Hunger
isn't
Games.
that-
I can't do.
I'm tired.
got-
All right,
You
close
you
this
think
shit down. I got to prepare for next week.
Okay. Please also remember to check out our network at giveusashot.network, where you can find our sister podcasts as well as our other t-shirts, our t-shirts and other merchandise. Yeah. So I am sending stickers to John and Val, and we can order more of those for people.
And I am sending
in
stickers back
Boston.
down to Alabama.
Yes. If you see stickers anywhere, we can order stickers for people. So everyone say goodnight to our listeners and watchers and all of the people that frequent our podcasts and give us all the views that we get.
Sweet
Bottoms
dreams.
up.
We love
Have a
you.
good night, guys.
Down in one.
John, you're gonna see your doom.